parity with some of our Scotch single malt. So we are very, very proud to bring a quality product to India with the pride that the consumer can have with this product. So that's one example. Other example would be diversifying the offer. We launched more or less 2 years ago Oak and Glow, which is a local produce brand again, which is more on the peaty, smoky side of taste. So we cater to new consumption patterns in the country, and the consumer becomes more and more knowledgeable, wants to explore a different repertoire. So we are there. But we could name many other innovations in the production front, like the fact that we were the first to put anti-refill cap on our bottle to fight against counterfeiting, or the fact that we have been also looking into removing the outer carton of our bottles to really make an impact on environment and lighten the carbon footprint of our business.
We'll just circle back to the environmental and sustainability aspect, but you talked about bringing in variety in the products, the EIPs that you've been offering. What about those who, let's say, don't drink?
Well, that's also something that we monitor, and there is an offer for that. Well, for people who choose not to drink, that their choice, and of course we are here to primarily cater the needs of the one who choose to drink, but we develop more and more an offer of non-alcoholic products. We have with Jacob's Creek and Vine that we have brought to this country, so it's a non-alcoholic wine that is excellent, and if you have the chance to try it, you will understand what I mean.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, worldwide, we do have also a range of non-alcoholic gin, non-alcoholic other products, so which we are observing and we might bring to India next.
And of course, today's theme is Unstoppable India. As you can see, this is Times Now's summit theme as well, which is why it's important for us to understand which is your biggest market. It's not India so far, but then a few days back, you made an interesting statement that US may be your biggest market, but India may just be overtaking US. Do we see that happening soon?
Well, I see that happening. I cannot commit on the timeline, but no, that's a natural consequence. Last year, actually, India, for Pernod Ricard, overtook China, and we are now the second market worldwide by net sales. That's a significant achievement. And when you look at the tailwind, as well, I was mentioning before, the growth we're going to experience in India will be massive, and we will overtake the US. I wish the later possible. It's probably because my colleagues in the US will do a great job and will continue to grow fast, which will be beneficial for the group. But it will happen eventually.
What's the difference right now between the India market and the US market?
Which is what, sorry?
Between the Indian market and the US market, consumption-wise, what is going to be the difference currently as we stand?
The US is the biggest market worldwide for the spirits, and the repertoire that is consumed there is much larger. So this is actually a big opportunity for India, because you can expect that in the future years, India and Indian consumer will become more and more discerning, with also the increasing purchasing power that will come into the pockets of the Indian, with the great job that is done to develop the economy. They will elevate their consumption, premiumization, and consumers are expected to explore more and more categories. So if you look back, probably whiskey, rum were really dominating the market. You can expect a lot of other categories to come into play in the next years.
So that's going to be an interesting one. But to ramp up any business, any sector, it's important to bring in technology. So what has been the digital transformation that we've seen, not just in Pernod Ricard, but also in your industry? How do we ramp it up with technology?
It's extremely important and relevant for any business, so we are no exception. We really look at technology in many fronts, back office, front office. So we are the first company to have an end-to-end logistic, which is totally digitized. So it helps us being more efficient and, in the production, but also reducing the carbon footprint, which is extremely important and part of our commitment. We are also using technology in the front office. So we empower our sales force with a tool we call D-Star, which actually is based on AI and which helps the sales force make decisions in the retail when they visit. So AI is capable of managing so many parameters that the human brain cannot. So we empower the sales force so that they are focusing on the human relationship and the human touch in selling the products, and the AI is doing the brain work.
Well, it's interesting that AI is helping in your sector as well to such a great extent. But you mentioned trying to reduce your carbon footprint. How have you been doing that?
Well, so far so good, but our ambition is higher. We want to drive a reduction of our carbon footprint per unit by 1/3 in the next years. That's really something we are committed to. And if we talk about this sustainability angle, we really have many activities around that, directly from Pernod Ricard India or through our foundation, Pernod Ricard India Foundation. Maybe two that I can name under our water, agriculture and livelihood program. We are in operation a water positive company. We replenish more water than what we consume, actually.